I've talked before about different beer brands and how some of them will have a lot of different variety in their tap handles and a lot of different styles that they produced in the past. Budweiser is one of those. It's kind of interesting with Budweiser because sometimes they'll kind of play it safe, and then other times they'll throw out a lot of different variations. They'll do a lot of cool limited ones. If you haven't seen them already, check out the Olympics ones that I did videos of. They're super, super cool. But this is also one of the ones I kind of like because it's a little bit of a unique and an interesting style. And with this one, you do have a larger version and a smaller version of it. So you've got the larger version like this. This is one of them. You do have a smaller one, which is significantly smaller, about that size, which is kind of interesting because sometimes with tap handles, you'll have like a mid-size one and a huge one, or like a small one and a mid-size one. But occasionally you'll have ones where it's a big gap between the two. With these ones, it's also kind of cool because you've got this metal element down here, this area here, which I believe is a cast resin. It could be a ceramic, so not entirely sure there. And then you've got this metal section up here. It's also worth noting that with this, that this ferrule down here can actually be removed. So that can be unscrewed like that. So it is worth noting to see if that is present. If it's just this metal portion down here, that means you'll need to get the ferrule down there. They do have some details here. So the Great American Lager, and they have some nice touches on how they produced it. Another thing too with the ferrule, there are other ferrules that you can get that will work like this, but they are a slightly different design commonly. So it's just worth noting that. And then up here on the top, it's also worth noting this element up here. So this actually can be unscrewed here. This would commonly be referred to as your finale, except for here you kind of have two portions that are part of the finale there. But the reason that I wanted to point that out there is you do want to make sure that that's present. So if that's present, this portion is going to be super hard to find a replacement for. So it is a pretty cool tap overall. Good for Budweiser fans, and also just a interesting variation on tap handles.